What's good? Welcome to Dragon Wisdom. It's the real deal with zeal and mass appeal, fresh like you popped the seal, and I'm glad you came to chill. This is the recap for the first episode of the anime Onmyo Kaiten Rebirth Verse. The protagonist has got the hairstyle of a Yu-Gi-Oh character, the street thug sensibilities of Yusuke Urameshi, a tattoo that I'm pretty sure makes him a descendant of Jonathan Joestar, and a motto that he repeats like Naruto prophesizes his Hokage glow-up.
Don't admit defeat until you're dead! Don't admit defeat even if you're dead! And that there is the Narihira family motto.
Our main character, Narihara Takeru, is fleeing from monsters when a baddie rescues him by yoinking his ass into a bamboo forest and smothering him under her chest behind a large rock. Quick side note, if a woman is ever this comfortable getting that physically close to you, she either likes you or she's trying to frame you for a crime. So stay vigilant. The heroine has a Pikachu-like mascot that lives in her cleavage, so let's add Pokemon to the Shounen trope list. Anyway, just as Takeru is starting to realize she was flirting with him and is about to shoot his shot, he wakes up. It was all a dream. Instead of a romantic bamboo forest, he's tied to a pole, getting the beatdown of a lifetime from a group of local thugs. Turns out, Takeru is down astronomically bad. That was the 1,999th time he's dreamt about this mystery girl, and he is absolutely furious that he missed his chance to confess. Reciting his family motto like a bootleg ninja way: never give up until you die, and never give up even if you die. He takes his frustration out on the thugs and beats the brakes off them. Next scene, Takeru is riding his two-wheeler down the highway when he spots his dream girl's bosom buddy. The mascot is running alongside the road, sacrificing it all for the cute creature. Takeru swerves, flies over the handlebars, and hits the barricade spine first. I was like, damn, is he already dead? He tumbled straight down the cliff, but instead of splatting in a forest, Takeru lands directly on a ceremonial stage in front of the girl from his dreams. Not missing an open basket opportunity, Takeru immediately starts confessing his love. His reward? A swift, violent beating from his crush. Hey, there are worse responses than a polite no. Turns out he just crashed a sacred ritual dance, and his prospective waifu crushes his soul even further by telling him to get lost. Takeru squats on the street trying to figure out where he is. He sees a kid eating a snack and asks if he got it at a konbini. Then he tries to buy food at a local shop, but the owner refuses his physical coins and pulls out a sleek smartphone-like digital wallet. Takeru assumes they only take Apple Pay and pulls out his phone, but the battery's dead. He gets thrown out for being broke. Desperate, he asks a blue-haired guy if they're in Tokyo. The guy looks at him like he's insane and reveals they're actually in Denji Heian-kyō, a high-tech, futuristic version of ancient Kyoto. Before Takeru can process if he's accidentally time-traveled, emergency alarms blare. A black mist outbreak is happening. The black mist rolls over the city, encasing a nearby kid in dark sludge. Takeru rushes in to save him and somehow realizes he's completely immune to the mist. A massive monster, an Oni, spawns and starts wrecking the city. Takeru actually likes the vibe of this futuristic town, so he walks up to the monster and politely tells the asshole to stop. The Oni blasts Takeru, but shockingly, Takeru barely takes any damage. Suddenly, a giant mech-like Shikigami swoops in to save him, piloted by an interracial duo that looks like Yoroichi from Bleach teamed up with Laios from Delicious in Dungeon. Takeru wanted all the smoke and requests a 1v1 with the giant demon. The pilots, known as Onmyo, ignore him and flatten the Oni themselves. Takeru checks in on the kid, who survived, and recites another legendary family motto: Don't think until you put something in your stomach. Right on cue, Dream Girl approaches and scolds him for embarrassing her in front of VIPs, including the Chief Imperial Advisor. Takeru apologizes and asks if she really doesn't remember him. She doesn't. But seeing his injuries, she takes him home to patch him up and feed him. At the family crib, Takeru learns the Black Mist carries Oni from another realm to attack humanity. Dream Girl asks if he wants to go back to Tokyo, but Takeru just looks at her and says, "I finally found you." As the family discusses how to get home, they mention the leader of the Onmyo. Takeru completely butch reads the kanji name as Onbai Haraaki. Before getting corrected, it's Abe no Seimei. Later that night, Dream Girl is practicing her dance on stage. Takeru shows up to glaze her moves, and she asks if they've truly met before. Takeru promises that he's here to play Captain Seibaho and protect her whenever she's in danger. Finally, they introduce themselves. Her name is Tsukimiya. The next day, the Chief Imperial Advisor's messenger confronts Tsukimiya over the ceremonial dance Takeru ruined, demanding she apologize in person. As they go to take her away in a cloud car, Takeru steps in to take responsibility. He gets immediately restrained by Abe no Seimei, who reassures Tsukimiya that everything will be fine. Abe gets into a cloud limo next to a green-haired girl who comments on Takeru's weird energy before sensing a disturbance in the force. The Black Mist is back, signaling the start of the Centennial Pandemonium. When Tsukimiya's cloud car gets trapped in the mist, Takeru grabs a stick and sprints into the danger zone to keep his promise. Inside the mist, pilots Atsunaga and Yura are fighting the Oni inside their Shikigami. Meanwhile, a nerd named Kazura is live streaming the whole match like an esports caster, explaining how the Oni is using link gates to hit the Shikigami with crazy combos. Abe no Seimei teleports in for a sit rep just as Takeru bursts onto the livestream, screaming about being Tsukimiya's personal protector. Just when Takeru is feeling himself, the animation goes full attack on Titan. The Oni grabs Takeru, crushes his ribs, and yeets him into a wall. Our hard-headed simp admits that yeah, that hurt, but refuses to back down. Abe no Seimei gets intrigued and tells his green-haired companion to just grab some popcorn and watch. Takeru starts reciting his family motto about never giving up. His Joestar-style birthmark starts glowing. His injuries literally glitch away, and leaves begin swirling around him in an aura storm. Channeling his inner One Punch Man, Takeru charges forward as his arm transforms into a massive, glowing Shikigami fist before his entire body transforms. He screams Tsukimiya's name and completely vaporizes the Oni in one blast. Human Takeru limps over to Tsukimiya, relieved she's safe. But Kazura screams a warning through the comms. The Oni's core wasn't destroyed. A link gate snaps open directly in front of Takeru, and an Oni arm impales him straight through the chest. As Takeru bleeds out thinking, it can't end like this, he pulls the ultimate Subaru move from Ray Zero. He dies and instantly snaps awake back on stage in front of Tsukimiya. At first I thought he told the barber to give me what Yugi got, but look closer at the shape of those fiery tips. His hair literally looks like a phoenix, which actually makes a lot of sense considering the anime's title includes Ray Birth, and Bro's main power is straight up respawning after getting killed.